Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. The show has an NL East matchup. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Miami Marlins. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Atlanta Braves come into Game 4 of this series with a chance to sweep. That's something that's not easy to do at this level against any opponent, Chris.
Well, you know these guys are feeling really good showing up to the ballpark today. Warm-ups, batting practice, everyone's smiling, bouncing around, and they don't want to change anything that's helped get them the wins in the first 3 games. A big opportunity today, and they'll try to keep those positive vibes going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now, and on the hill here today, Sandy Alcantara.
Well, even though guys don't emphasize the win or loss as much as they used to, it's still a tough thing for a pitcher to swallow when he looks up and sees that he lost 15 ball games. And unfortunately didn't get the run support at times that he needed, but professionals are able to turn the page and get back out there, take the ball, and continue to compete. And I expect to see that from him this season.
So just about set. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Chipper Jones.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And there's a foul ball. Grounded to Aguilar. The flip to the pitcher covering, and they get the out on Jones. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, but when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
No score, just getting started, top of the first. Righty to the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sliced hard but foul. The wind and the pitch. Hard hit left side, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Man, that was a pretty good battle at the plate, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that.
He smashed that ball the other way and kept it fair down the third baseline. Did an excellent job of just throwing the barrel at the ball, even though he was a little late on it.
Now in for the Braves, Hank Aaron. Swings through that. And of course, when it comes to Hank Aaron, he's one of the greatest sluggers of all time. 755 career homers, a record that stood for a long time. And the righty deals. Now one miss.
Almost goes without saying that Mr. Aaron set the standard for power hitters in the sport for years. I mean, just an incredible 23-year career.
The next offering misses. Counts full, 3-2. 1 out and a runner at second. And And a swing and a line drive at a right field, and that's a base hit. They won't risk the send. Runners at the corners now with one away.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Now here is Eddie Matthews. That one not close, and it's 2-1. The pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Got him swinging on the curveball, and there's 2 down.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 3 for 13 so far in the series.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2. Two outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The pitch. In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Hayward, the runner at third. Hank on at first with 2 down. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boo. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
David Justice next up for the Braves. Here comes the pitch. He swings and fouls one off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And a payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Bottom of the first. And towing the slab in this one, Phil Niekro, singing he is one of the best to ever do it.
True legend in this game with over 300 career wins. Always a joy to watch him go to work. It's effortless out there. Doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. Doesn't know when he's high or when he's low.
Bottom of the first. Here's the veteran outfielder, Juan Pierre. 1-2 now. Swing and a base hit.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And up next for Miami, Brian De La Cruz. Runner on the go. That's towards center. Hayward on the move. He makes the grab, and there's one away. And time now for the Marlins lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Check on the runner. Pierre gets back easily. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
The 1-2 just misses the mark outside the zone.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Runner on the go. Ripped, but it curls foul. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Gary Sheffield.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Gary Sheffield. The pitch.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And here it comes. Turned on, but foul wide of third. And he grounds one to the right side. They get the force. That is the inning. Marlins leave 1 scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Joe Torre. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact and just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. The wind of the pitch stays alive.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
And there's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. They say it went.
The count is 1-2.
Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. And now the count is even. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff guys have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Lee over to Chisholm. There's one. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Batting up, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 3 hits and 12 trips so far in the series. The wind of the pitch.
2-1.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
That ball was blasted, Boog, and as broadcasters, we can go weeks without seeing a ball hit 115 miles per hour, which is what StatCast tells us there. Man, he really got the bat through the zone and did not get cheated.
Yeah, that ball was absolutely smoked. Digging in, Chipper Jones. Always on the move. Throw to second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Left-hand batter waits. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's a 1-2. And a base hit right there. Ozzie flying around third. To the plate. Save. And it's 1-0.
Back-to-back singles. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So up next, Jason Hayward.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Count was 2-1.
Jones off of first with 2 away. Chipper on the move. Strike in there. Throw to second. Great jump.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment or guys are going to be running all game.
And it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
2 outs. And 1 in scoring position. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So 2 on with 2 away. And next for Atlanta, Hank Aaron.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Here's a 1-1. One of the amazing things about Hank Aaron is the consistency he had over the course of his career. That one ripped left field. Way back there. Gone. He'll touch them all. His second of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Two outs, nobody on. And now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Eddie Matthews. He was a strikeout victim his first time. On the ground, right side. Gets it to first. Matthews gone on the play. Third out. Atlanta gets 3 on the homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back here in Miami, Jazz Chisholm now. Left-hand hitter waits. And that one fouled off.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning, threw a lot of pitches.
The wind to kick the pitch. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Got it! Leaping catch, robs a homer.
Well, he just took one away from one of the best in the league. It's not going to happen very often, but when you get the opportunity, better make the play, and he did right there.
And now it's Jesus Aguilar. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Puts the squeeze on that one. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Garrett.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Garrett Cooper. And he grounds one back up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. And he beats it. He's safe.
Batting 8.
So man aboard. Here's Joey Wendell. The pitch. Stays alive. One and 2 now. And another ball.
I got the count. 2-2.
Righty delivers. Shoots a line drive single into right center. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Batting 9, the catcher,
Jacob Stallings now with just 1 hit in 9 at-bats so far in this series. Swing and a pop-up. Albies makes the catch, and that'll do it. Marlins strand a pair. They're down 4-0. On to the 3rd inning. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr. The 1-1.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
One and 2 now on Acuna. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Pierre under this one. Brings it in. And there's one away.
the left fielder, number 23,
David Justice, the next to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. The punch out there, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Joe Torre.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
And the right-hander deals. Line drive, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
2 outs, runner at first. Matt Olson up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Wendell makes the catch, and that'll do it. 1 left for Atlanta. They lead 4-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's going to be Juan Pierre. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. That one pushed foul. The pitch. Line to left, and it goes just foul. That's hard hit on the line. Hank makes the play, and there's one down.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Brian De La Cruz, the next up for the Marlins.
He's not the power guy, but he can hurt you to all parts of the ballpark.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. 3-2 on the way. Fly ball to right. Hank settles underneath it. 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, David Lee.
David Lee, the next up for the Marlins. And a pitch. Out towards right center field. Makes a nice running catch. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They trail it here 4-0. Welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Ozzie Albies. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup, and the batter will be the shortstop, Chipper Jones. Ball to strike, and a foul ball. Albies stands at second with no outs. Fly ball down the line. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. In at second, no play. A run comes in on the play.
Up next for Atlanta, the center fielder, Jason Hayward.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Sixto Sanchez taking over on the mound. He'll try to strand the runner at second.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And now the center fielder, Jason Hayward. And a pitch.
That's a ball.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Pickoff move to second. Jones back on a dive. No outs. Runner on second. Stays alive. Move to second, and he dives back in safely. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Sheffield fires it in. That holds the lead runner, and now they've got two in scoring position.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
And now Hank Aaron fouled off left side. Two runners in scoring position. Nobody out. In the air out to center. Pierre gets under it. He's got it. Both runners tagging from second and third. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Eddie Matthews.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Kicks and fires. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And a pitch. Little chopper rolls foul. Here comes a 3-2. Got him. That's the second out.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr., right-handed reliever.
Ball, that's down.
And that's outside. Ronald Acuna Jr., a guy who burst on the scene in 2018. He was only 20 years old, and he is one of the great talents in baseball right now. 3-1 is on the way. The right-hander gives up the two-out walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Now the left fielder, David Justice, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Kicks and deals. Base hit, and a run comes in. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
That ball was blasted, Boog, and as broadcasters, we can go weeks without seeing a ball hit 115 miles per hour, which is what StatCast tells us there. Man, he really got the bat through the zone and did not get cheated.
Yeah, that ball was absolutely smoked. And here is Joe Torre. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. On now to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Braves 7 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back. Stepping in the long ball threat, Gary Sheffield. And he deals. So now 1-2.
clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Hank moving back for this one. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Up next for the Marlins, the second baseman, Jazz.
And at the plate for Miami, Jazz Chisholm. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and now two gone.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Jesus Aguilar.
Jesus Aguilar, the next up for the Marlins. Right side, Hank glides back, racing, makes the catch. And that is the third out of the inning. Miami down in order. They continue to trail 7-0. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the fifth, and here's the first baseman, Matt Olson. And the righty deals. On the ground right side, Chisholm picks it up, and Olson is set down.
The batter number one, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Next offering down in the dirt. Popped up left side. And it falls. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just squibbed it the other way and beat the shift. I'm not sure that's exactly what he was trying to do, but it'll work almost every time with the defense shifted to the pull side.
So the batting order turns over. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Chipper Jones. The pitch. And there's a ball. Here comes a pitch. On the ground, right side. Dive, and he's got it. Aguilar to second. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. Nicely done, and that'll do it. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Braves 7 and the Marlins nothing. Bottom of the inning, and now it's Garrett Cooper up to hit. The pitch. Right side, hard hit. Can't field it cleanly, but the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Joey Wendell, the next up for the Marlins, and he's already singled in this game.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
Popped up first base side. Albies under it. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Marlins, the catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Here's the catcher, Jacob Stallings. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Jones drifts towards it. And that is that. And the Marlins down quietly. not going their way. It's 7-0. All set for the top of the 6th. Now in for the Braves, Jason Hayward.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now, Hank Aaron. And there's a hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's some real power at the plate. Eddie Matthews. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. This one smoked out to left. De La Cruz makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
The left fielder, number 23, David.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now it's going to be David Justice. (3-1), and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Joe Torre.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Definitely not going to make his highlight tape.
This to center field. Pierre drifts towards it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So they load the bases, but leave them stranded. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Braves 7 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in Miami, bottom of the 6th inning, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Juan Pierre. The wind of the pitch. In the air, right side. Hank giving chase. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
The 1-1. Look out! And it hit him.
Now, anytime one of your guys gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now the shortstop, David Lee. Ground ball could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Man at first. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Gary Sheffield. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Just missed. In the air, right field, and that is that. One left for Miami. They continue to trail 7-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park. New inning getting started. Leading off, Matt Olson.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
On the ground. Over to Aguilar. And a quick out, number 1.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Here's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
No matter what, when you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
The wind of the pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Payoff pitch. Hit hard, base hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Back to the top of the lineup, and here is Chipper Jones. At the belt and fires. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Pierre makes the grab. 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta, the center fielder,
Jason Hayward. Next up for the Braves. And a 1-2.
Clearly he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Braves strand 1, but they're still in control. It's 7-0.
7th-inning stretch.
Set for the last half of the 7th, and stepping in is the speedy Jazz Chisholm. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ball popped up. A little bloop single. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
At the plate, Jesus Aguilar. And that's just foul.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
1-2 now. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Chisholm aboard here at first with nobody out. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Albies over to second, now to first, and it's a double play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Garrett Cooper.
2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Marlins, Garrett Cooper, a guy who makes an impact not just at the plate but also in the field. Base knock center field, and that extends the inning. Mancini, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
And up next for Miami, Joey Wendell. That one in for a strike, 2-2. And here it comes. Lined into left center, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
So 2 down. Next to hit, Jacob Stallings. 2-2 now. There's a line drive to left field. Dives, but it kicks off his glove.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Juan Pierre, the next up for the Marlins. Next offering is in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Short hop liner handled it short. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Braves 7 and the Marlins 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Zach Pop. This guy can bring it velocity-wise. Welcome back. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Hank Aaron. Next pitch is downstairs. And now the count filled up 3-2. The pitch. That one drilled left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
So a man aboard. Stepping in, Eddie Matthews. And a pitch. That one fouled off, 2-2. The pitch. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Richard Blyer appears to be warming for Don Mattingly. And a 3-2. And he chases that one. And that's the first out. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
The designated hitter, Ronald Acuna
Jr. Next offering clips the zone count even at 2. Hank over at second, 1 down. That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, David Justice.
And next for Atlanta, David Justice. Left-hand batter waits. That one down the line. Base hit and a run in to score.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Joe Torre next up for the Braves. And the right-hander deals towards first, and foul ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Bounced out to short. Lee collects it. Out number 3. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Braves 8 and the Marlins 2. And welcome back. Here's the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz. That one laced to center and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. 110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing.
So digging in, David Lee. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. This one is crushed. Gone. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Phil Niekro won't go any further, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Colin McHugh into the game. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 32, Colin McHugh.
Now here is Gary Sheffield. The 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Hank brings it in. One down.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Jazz Chisholm, the next up for the Marlins. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Number 99, Jesus Aguilar.
2 outs, base is empty. Jesus Aguilar, the next up for the Marlins. And he walked him.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Kicks and fires. Way high. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tyler Matzik getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. O'Day warming up as well. The 2-1. And it's fouled away. Aguilar off of first with 2 away. Lifted in the air, right center field. Pulls up and it drops for a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Flared it out there and got it to drop for the base hit. I think he got it off the handle just a little bit, but the bat held up for him enough to get something behind that swing.
And now Joey Wendell. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's in there as a run scores on the play.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Kenley on here trying to protect this lead. First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Jacob Stallings. Check swing. He went. And that is strike 2.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Justice under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Through 8 full, it's the Braves 8 and the Marlins 5. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cole Sulser. It's his job to keep his team in the game. Here's Matt Olson. And the pitch. Now one missed. Left-hand hitter waits. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Oh, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Three-two now. And there's ball 4.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
So the lineup flips over. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Chipper Jones. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. No outs. Runners at first and second. High fly ball out into left center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away.
Now back, the center fielder, Jason.
2 on with 1 out. Jason Hayward next up for the Braves. And a 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Olsen, the lead runner at second. Albies at first. 1 gone. The pitch stays alive. Righty delivers. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order, due up. It's the Braves 8 and the Marlins 5. Jay Lee gets the ball now, and he'll work on holding this lead.
Number 24, Jay Lee.
Last chance for the home team. Here's a speed threat. Juan Pierre. Right-handed reliever. And that one hit to first. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Now batting, left fielder, Brian De La Cruz.
And at the plate for Miami, Brian De La Cruz. And a pitch. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Justice under it. Makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, David Lee.
Here's a big power threat. David Lee. Two outs. Fouled off down the right side. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now the right fielder, Gary Sheffield. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that guys have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Out towards right center field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves finish off a 4-game sweep.
Well, this is the perfect way to finish up a road trip, a sweep in this series before heading back home. This is a team that's got things rolling, and when you get it rolling on the road, you want to make sure when you go back home, you keep it rolling.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 8 runs on 17 hits. No errors. They left 14 men on base. For the Marlins, 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
you.